is, of course, from the book How to Win When Shit Happens. Good morning, Facebook. Good morning, YouTube. Thank you guys for joining in. This is day 10. It is a Friday. It's a beautiful day. It rained all day yesterday here in Atlanta. So, whenever it rains, the next morning is particularly beautiful because, of course, rain. There's always refreshing and of the earth the next day, so it feels really good out here. Dolce and I are hanging out on the porch. Say hi to Dolce. He is going to hang out with us for our daily affirmation and meditation for today. A few actually earlier this week, we I don't know if you guys had a chance to see it. If you didn't, you can go back and watch the conversation on YouTube or Facebook. But I had a conversation with a mental health therapist, and she talked about the importance of meditation and affirmation in regards to our mental self help and self care. And so I want to remind you guys that this is not something, of course, I'm promoting this for the book, but it also is something that you should do all the time because this is something that keeps us in a good space with our mental health, with our just making sure that we are just keeping ourselves balanced, right? So I also had the benefit of doing another like yoga session yesterday with a young lady out of Detroit, not far from where I was born in Toledo, Ohio, and she mentioned just the importance of breath. And I wanted to share that with you guys this morning because she said that breath is important in any situation that you're in, just stopping to take a breath. There is so much healing in that. If you're in a bad situation, if you're in a bad argument, if you're frustrated, just being able to stop and take a breath means that you always have the ability to start again. So breath is really important. And so we're going to do all of that today, but I want to do a quick recap, as I always do, of the affirmations 1 through 9 so that we can move into the 10th one. I'm really excited about the fact that we are 10 days in. 10 is like that perfect number. I think 7 is the number of completion, but 10 is like another number of like perfection. So I'm excited that we are on day 10 together. Of course, our first affirmation was I am love. I am light. I am powerful beyond my wildest dreams and imaginations. Just setting us off to believe that we have the power to change our lives. Number 2, I am worthy of all my dreams and desires. That was affirmation number 2, just setting the foundation so that we know that we have the ability, we have the right to dream big because we are worthy. Hey, DJ Chic Chick. Good morning. I owe you like an email, a call, or something. You've been on my to-do list, and I just have not done it. But this is accountability, so I will make sure I do that today. Good morning. I love my auto tune. Day 3 was I possess within me everything needed to manifest the destiny that I choose. I possess everything within me. So once I know that I have the ability to dream big. I know that I have the right because I am worthy to chase my dreams and chase my passion. Then I know that I have everything within me needed to achieve that, right? Day 4, I am blessed and constantly find favor with others. Another really important affirmation because a lot of times we believe that there's someone in our lives or people may not like us, and that may hold us back from being able to achieve what we want. But the reality is, if I say that I am blessed and I constantly find favor with others, then that will be my reality, right? Day 5 was I embrace my passion, realizing it is leading me towards a higher version of myself. Good morning, Dryer Buzz. Good morning, good morning, good morning. We are setting up our affirmations. This is day 10, but we are going back and running through the previous affirmations so that if you all weren't on board, you hear what we've been doing every morning at 7. Day 6 was one of the most powerful, and actually had the opportunity to share this one with a few other people yesterday that tuned in. My past circumstances and my present situation don't dictate the potential of my future. That was affirmation number 6. Affirmation number 7, every situation in my life is working on my personal behalf. Every single situation in my life is working on my personal behalf, even if it doesn't look like it, right? Day 8 was I strive for greatness and achieve it because I do not fear the journey and I know it is preparing me for my end goal. A lot of times it's hard to be patient because it feels as though um, things are not going your way and it can be easy to get frustrated. But if we know the reality is that as long as we put the work in, as long as we make the sacrifice, if we're patient, that we will reach the goal that we desire. It's all about patience and being able to stay focused during that journey. So that was day 8. Yesterday was day 9. And this is what everyone in my life is in alignment with my renewed purpose and goals. And that is just telling us that if we stay focused, that the universe will bring people to us that are going to connect with us. And if people are in our life right now and they don't fit that and they are not in alignment with our purpose and goals, they will fall off. They will fall off. They will move away because the universe is moving on our behalf, right? So now we are at day 10. We are at day 10. We are at day 10, and I'm going to uh, enjoy sharing this one with you guys because I think this one is very important. The topic y'all talking about is pen. I tried to pin the website where you can get the book, which is www.howtowinwhenshithappens. It's just the title of the book, howtowinwhenshithappens.com. For some reason, Instagram is not letting me be great today and would not let me pin it. But if you guys have questions, you can always just hit me just DM me, and ask me if you have questions about the book or even about any of the affirmations. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and do the affirmation first, and then we'll do our meditation. For some reason, there is a lag on YouTube and Facebook, but I'm going to read the affirmation. Number 10 is, I am more powerful than any obstacle that enters my path. One more time. I am more powerful than any obstacle that enters my path. That is huge. The quote for today is by Abby Ruby, and that is, I am strong beyond belief. I am powerful beyond measure. Okay. Now, this quote is so important to me because I remember going through a difficult time, and one of my good friends, you guys, if you're in Atlanta or if you're in the music business, you may know him. His name is Ray Daniels, and he and I were having a conversation, and he said, Crystal, he said, if unsuccessful people feel like their problems are bigger than them, right? Truly successful people know that they are bigger than their problems. So which one are you? And I was like, ah. Because at the time, I think I was worried about an amount of money that I owed or something like that. And he was like, if you look at life that way, and if you believe that every time you encounter a problem, the problem is bigger than you, then you're always going to be defeated. But people that are successful, people that are on task with their goals, they know that they are more powerful than any problem that comes their way. So that's how their outlook in life is, and that's what allows them not to be overwhelmed, not to be overcome with issues, and to know that they possess the tools, or that they will come to find the tools to get them to the next level. So that really impacted me because it was very simple, and it also was the way I looked at a lot of things. It could be an issue that you're dealing with at work with a coworker, and you could be overwhelmed, and if you can allow that problem to become bigger than yourself, bigger than you feel like you have the capacity, you feel defeated, right? But if you know, I am more powerful than any obstacle that enters my path, then you know that you have the internal ability, you possess the ability to get over it. Nothing is bigger than you. Nothing is bigger than the blessing and the call that God has placed on your life, right? So with that being said, I want us to go ahead and take some deep breaths and get our meditation out. I am more powerful than any obstacle that enters my path. I want you guys to close your eyes, center yourself. You hear the birds chirping here on my deck. This is my favorite place to do this. Got light meditation music playing in the background just to put us in that zone to relax. I want you just to take a deep breath in, close your eyes, take a deep breath in. And now exhale. One more time, take a deep breath in. And now exhale. One more time, deep breath in. And make sure when you take your deep breath that you're allowing your belly to fill with air. You're allowing your chest to expand to its fullest capacity. Go ahead, take a deep breath in. And exhale. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and say our affirmation, which is, I am more powerful than any obstacle that enters my path. Ready? I am more powerful than any obstacle that enters my path. We're going to take a deep breath in. Now exhale. One more time. I am more powerful than any obstacle that enters my path. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. One more time. I am more powerful than any obstacle that enters my path. Hold that breath. Now exhale. You are more powerful than any obstacle that enters your path. You have to know that. You have to believe that. You have to walk with that. As you go during the day, if you encounter something that feels overwhelming or you feel kind of shakes you, come right back. Come right back to your affirmation. Come right back. I mentioned yesterday that affirmations and meditation allow us to recharge. It allows us to recharge our spirit. Birds are really loud. It allows us to recharge our spirit. It allows us to reconnect to our purpose, right? And our inner core. So if you find yourself getting off track, you can always come right back. Just go back to your affirmations. That's why it's important to have a copy of the book, or you can have it on your Kindle, which is for most people is on their phone or on their laptop. I had a dinner with a girlfriend of mine yesterday, and she had it on her Kindle to be able to pull up, and she was like, I love certain affirmations. And the thing about the affirmations, I apologize for the birds. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if they see something or what, or they're trying to get in on the affirmations or what. But the thing about them is you may not connect or resonate with all of them at the same time, right? Because depending on what you're going through personally right now, you may feel like, okay, well, number 10 was something I really needed, right? But the thing about it is life will throw different curveballs at us. So the affirmation about, I believe, I know that I find favor with others, that may be more relevant to you at certain times. Good morning, Love and Hustle. Good morning, good morning, good morning, you guys. Thank you for joining. We are on day 10. We're on day 10 of How to Win When Shit Happens. 31 affirmations to build mental immunity in the midst of chaos. And we have talked quite a bit about how the times that we're in right now are definitely chaos. Would suggest we're in the midst of chaos. We are in the middle of a pandemic. We've also been in the middle of some very, very just trying racial times, racial injustice and social injustice that we've been all dealing with together as a nation. And I think for a lot of people, they're out of work. A lot of people, their futures are uncertain. And it's important to remember, in the midst of chaos, that does not have to determine your future. It doesn't have to determine your present. But most importantly, the present is today. And what we know is that today you are okay. Today you woke up, you have breath in your lungs, right? Today you have a sound mind. So that means that you have the ability to secure a beautiful tomorrow. As long as you are here today, as long as you're able to change your mindset and believe that you have the power to achieve the future of your dreams, the passion that's within you, if you're here today, you have the power to do that. Right? Everybody has the power to do that. That's why I wrote this book, because I realized that so many people look at successful people and find things about them that don't line up with themselves. So they say, oh, well, that person has this, or that person was born into this, or that person had this connection, or that family member hooked them up. But the reality is, we all have the ability to achieve personal success. The only thing that stands between you and a person that is super successful is the mindset. Beating on the table is your mindset. You have to get the mindset of a winner, right? You have to have the mindset of a winner. I talked about Kobe Bryant yesterday. He was a part of yesterday's chapter, and his mindset when he went on the court was that he was going to win. Good morning, good morning, good morning, Superman and woman. Good morning. Kobe Bryant had a winner's mindset. He would never enter a game, even if he lost, thinking he was not going to win. Right? His life was a great message. It ended way too soon, but he presented a great example for us. They called it Mamba mentality. He would work as hard as he had to achieve the goals. He did not accept anything less than greatness and excellence from himself and those around him. And I believe if we would not just watch people like Kobe Bryant and admire them from the sidelines, but if we would take their example and their approach to life and apply it to our lives, that we all would feel a lot more just excited about our own lives and our own situations. It's easy to sit in the bleachers. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, John. Good morning, Vicky. Good morning. It's easy to sit on the bleachers and watch, right? It's easy to admire people, and I think we should. We should always look to admire people, but don't admire people and assume that you can't do that for yourself. Don't admire people and sit stagnant in your own life, right? If you were a Kobe Bryant fan, you already know his mentality. You already have seen a brilliant example of someone who said, I am going to push myself, I am going to sacrifice for greatness, and it's going to come to me. You've already seen that. So we've got to apply those principles to ourselves. We've got to apply those principles to our own lives. I'm sorry about that, guys. We've got to apply those principles to our own lives. And it can start for you today. It can start anytime you're ready. This change in your life, this shift can start as soon as you are ready. So I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Day 10, again, the affirmation for today was, I am more powerful than any obstacle that enters my path. That means financial loss. If you look at your bank account and your bank account is not what you want it to say, I know mine is not. But I look at that bank account and I know that I am more powerful than that number that's in my account. And I possess the ability within me to get that bank account to where I want it to go. And you do too. You do too. You just have to be willing to put in the work and be patient and stay positive and stay focused. And that's what we're doing. If you are a parent dealing with a child that's going through certain issues, I know that can be very difficult and very trying, but you got to know that you are more powerful than any obstacle that enters your path. And one of the things that we could do as parents is encourage our children, give our children this knowledge now instead of later. I have two kids that are grown, and and I didn't know that Patrick Ewing is from Kingston, Jamaica. Yes, but I have. So I'm saying I have two kids, and one of my wishes for my children, I have a son and a daughter, is that they have the confidence in themselves now, as in their early 20s, that I have now, in my 40s. If they have this confidence and they understand that they have the power to change their lives, they have the ability to achieve whatever dream they can imagine. If I can impart that to them now in their early 20s, they're going to be fierce. And I have done that, and I believe they are fierce. I know they are definitely, light years ahead of where I was at that age. Most people, self-confidence keeps them from achieving the impossible, right? Most of us don't have the internal motivation because we don't believe in ourselves. That's just the truth. Most of us can talk a good game, but when it comes to actually putting it into work, we don't really believe in ourselves. We see, oh, well, that's different for them. But we look at our past. And that's why that affirmation, my past circumstances, nor my present situation dictate the potential of my future. Thank you guys for tuning in. Again, this was day 10 of our daily affirmations. We're doing this every morning at 7 a.m., rain, sleet, or shine, every morning right here on Instagram, on Facebook, and on YouTube. Join But try to join if you can. If you can't join me, or if you don't want to join, you can always just get a copy of the book and do them yourself, right? It's important that you tune in, that you get focused on your affirmations, that you do this on a regular basis, because this is going to catapult you to your own personal success. I believe in you. I'm excited that you're on this journey, and I will see you tomorrow. Yes, on a Saturday. I will see you tomorrow at 7 a.m. Love to everybody.